Becoming a Crab 101. A full explanation of the setup, rules, cards, and actions in Carcinization, the game. Setup. Be in a group of 2 to 6 people to play. To start the game, have each player randomly draw one animal card, face down. In groups of 2 to 5, put the extra animal cards to one side. You will not need them until the next match. Have a player shuffle and deal 3 evolution cards to each player, including themselves. Players may look at their own animal and evolution cards, but they may not show any other player. Rules Overview. Each player may only do one action per turn. Once it is their turn again, they may perform another action. The goal of the game is to have only the 4 crab requirement cards your animal needs. If you have all 4 and only those 4 crab requirement cards on your animal, you enter the winning phase. More detail later. During the winning phase, other players have opportunity to play a sabotage card on you without using their turn. Starting the game. After all needed cards are distributed, place the remaining evolution cards in the middle of the table so all players can reach. The player wearing the most red starts the game. Each player may perform one action until it is their turn again. The play continues clockwise. The goal of the game is to play all the needed, and only those needed, crab requirement cards on your animal. Basic layout. This is only a recommendation on how to order the layout of the cards that are played on you. This layout is not mandatory. As long as the group can easily know what is where, the game will run smoothly. When a crab requirement is played on you, make sure it is face up. Cards. The basics. There are 3 main categories of cards in the game: animal card, evolution card, crab requirement, and evolution card, sabotage. Animal cards tell you what crab requirements you need to become a crab. Crab requirements help you become a crab. Sabotages sabotage the other players trying to be a crab before you. Cards. Animal cards. There are a total of 6 different animal cards in the game, and none are identical to each other. Each has their own picture, name, and crab requirements. Although animals share a crab requirement, all 4 needed to win are not the same. Cards. Crab requirements. Crab requirements serve mainly to evolve your animal card into a crab. They can also be used with the Force Evolve and Part Swap sabotage cards. To win, you must have your 4 needed crab requirement cards on your animal. Even if cards cancel out, for example shrink and enlarge, or wouldn't change your animal, for example non-venomous or lobster, you may not win until it is taken off. Cards. Sabotages. There are 3 different sabotage cards to be played: See an Enemy, Force Evolve, and Part Swap. Force Evolve and Part Swap may be played on your turn as action, but See an Enemy must be saved for the winning phase. More on that later. A sabotage card can easily be recognized by the yellow circle in the middle of the card, behind the image. Do not discard sabotages when used. Instead, create a separate pile and do not shuffle them back in until a later match. Actions. On each turn, a player may only perform one action from this list. Play a crab requirement on their own animal or sabotage on someone else. Draw from the evolution pile, draw Old Maid style from another player. Discard a card from their own hand or animal. Bury a card. Use it as if it's in their hand, but others may not steal it. Place face down in front of you. Only one card may be buried by a player at a time. Swap bury. Swap the bury card for a different card in your hand. Winning phase. When a player has all 4 crab requirements on their animal, they enter the winning phase. Any player who enters the winning phase must flip their animal card face up for the remainder of the match. Only sabotages may be played in the winning phase. If another player sabotages the player who was about to win, the game continues after the sabotage card has been used. If no sabotage card was played, the player who made the game enter the winning phase has won. Follow the ChunkyChoo Facebook page and YouTube channel. Visit becomecrab.com for more. Email chunkychoobusiness@gmail.com for any questions.